I'll show you exactly how you can play against the King's Gambit.
Oh, thank you. So this is, I think this is not a great way to respond to the King's Gambit, but it turned out to be okay. But I think I made some, I haven't really looked into it deeply, but I think I made some pretty good mistakes because I felt under a lot of pressure in the middle of the game.
Let me share the screen. Here we go. Okay, so you're playing against with the black pieces here.
Yes.
E5. Yeah. So knight to h4. Usually knight to h4 is not the best move to play against the King's Gambit. And the best
h4,
move,
sorry.
yeah, Queen h4. Sorry, Queen h4. Sorry about that.
Okay.
The best move is actually pawn to d5.
Okay.
Pawn to d5 is actually the best move here. One of the best moves you can take, you can play. But if you look at the opening theory here, I mean, e takes is fine, but d5 I find it to be very powerful. d5 is a good defense against the King's Gambit. And by the way, it's also the best defense against the Vienna Gambit. So knight here, and then if they push, usually d5 is the best move. So I took this move d5 from the Vienna Gambit, and when I checked the theory, or let's say the best response against the King's Gambit, I found out that d5 is one of the best moves. So d5 is good here, and if they take, of course, we can simply capture here, and if they capture on d5, you can simply capture on f4. Yeah, so usually this is the line. So it's a really nice line. You have to try it. I mean, I think it's a good one. So e takes d5, e takes f4, and then if they play knight to f3, you can play knight to f6, get the bishop to d6, and then castle. Okay, so
we're not going to take the pawn.
Yeah, you can actually capture the pawn. You can actually capture the pawn. So d5. If they take here, you take here. You can actually immediately capture the pawn. Or yeah, I think taking the pawn, because they are going to definitely defend it with knight to c3.
Yeah.
You can then play knight to f6, and then if they push the pawn to d4, then you can simply capture here. Knight takes, queen takes, and I guess the black pieces are going to be very fine. Yeah, so it all starts with this d5 push. Now let's see what happened in the game. Queen back. Yeah, I think bringing the queen here wasn't the best move. I think at this point, once they push the pawn, queen e7.
I told f6.
Actually,
f6
queen e7.
I think f6 is where you're supposed to go.
Not really. Actually, the theoretical move here is queen to e7, as you played. And yeah, it's queen to e7, and then if they take on e5, you can simply capture back with the queen. But if they play knight to f3, you can defend as you did. Takes. Okay, that's a nice move. Takes. They are now attacking the pawn on c6, so bishop to b7, I guess, is a good move.
I think I didn't do
b7.
that.
Yeah. Bishop to b7. Okay, bishop to b7 is good.
Okay,
here.
good.
You can also push the pawn to c5.
I thought about that.
Yeah, if they play knight here, you simply go to e6 with the queen, attack the knight on c5. And if they go back, well, you can here simply, I guess, take first. They can't take back with the knight because the knight is pinned, so you can then play knight to d7. And I guess they lose the knight. They lose the knight. If queen to b5, queen to b5, the objective of it is of course to prevent the knight from taking. You can then play. No, if you put the pawn, they take with the.
Oh no, I meant push the f pawn.
The f pawn. Yeah, I think it's immediately a good move. Yes, immediately the f pawn, then it's actually a good move. You can also play rook to b8. Rook to b8 is also a very good move here.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, so let's check what happened later on. We have this. And then you want the knight. Perfect. Check to exchange the queens. With a check, okay. Then you can castle. Or defend first and then castle later on, okay. Okay, we have c5. I guess knight to f6, knight to g4 would have been a very good plan. Just to
Yeah.
attack the,
Yeah, I was wondering about that, about how to get my knight involved. I think I was thinking about b6, but I never really thought about the other side of the board.
Yeah, knight to f6, knight to g4 definitely would be a good plan to attack the bishop on e3. And also it will improve the position of the knight, because usually the knight should not stay in the 7th and 8th rank.
Yeah.
The knight should always stay in this side of the board, starting from the 3rd rank to the from the 6th rank to the 3rd rank. And of course we have to avoid the corners. So must be something like this. These are the best squares where the knight can be positioned.
Right.
Okay, this is also a good plan to play knight to b4. Knight
So
to
that was just
b4.
this was just to simplify.
Yeah, to simplify, and then they played the wrong move because here you can simply capture.
I missed this.
Oh, really? Okay. And if they played this, you can always push.
Yes, I knew that one.
Yeah, but if they play rook to c3, you can then take. They take with the rook, then push c4 to play bishop to c5. But they can play knight. They can play knight here, and if you play this, they can push c3. Yeah, so they have the possibility to defend eventually. But let's see what happened. We have this. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's good. I mean, at least you took the bishop here, and that's mate. Amazing. Actually, this game is a very nice game. You did a very good job. You really did a very nice job here.
It was difficult because when my king wasn't castled, I think, until move 18, 17 or 18, and it felt very vulnerable, especially with the queen sitting in front of it like that. And it's a counterintuitive opening for black, because everything I teach kids or teach beginners to play chess with, it's always keep your queen in, at the back for for quite a while.
Exactly.
But this is just no, do everything different. Bring your queen out immediately. Move her 5 times.
I mean, it depends on the position.
Yeah.
Usually, we sometimes need to get the queen early in the game if the position requires it. But in the majority of time, and the rules say that we have to prioritize the development of the knight and the bishop first. Yeah, during the opening. But okay, so let's have a look at some of the games you have played.
Oh, dear me.
Do you want us to analyze them?
Yeah, this was a good game. I really enjoyed this game. I mean, there was tons of mistakes. I really this one against Agbeth was a really interesting game, because I think we both made about 7 blunders each.
Okay.
But I knew that I'd blundered a winning position, but then I still had the knight, and he was obviously hoping to trade off in this game. But I managed to just I call this more of a swindle than a win. But it was a good game.
Okay, let's have a look at it. So we have e4, c6, d4, d5, takes, knight to c3, bishop to d3, queen takes.
I missed so many things.
Yeah, usually here the knight should be rerouted to the king side.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is nothing the knight can do on the queen side.
Yeah, I felt that, but I didn't know what to do with them. And yeah, backward moves are not my strong point.
I understand the idea behind this move. You want to centralize the knight. And if you defend, there is a trap here. Knight takes, queen takes, bishop c5. Yeah, this is possible.
Didn't even see it.
So you have to, yeah, you can play bishop to f5.
Wow, I never even noticed that.
Yeah, this is a very common trap, because, and if you play bishop f4, they have knight to h5. Knight to h5 attacking the bishop. So if you go back, they take. and then they win a pawn in the center. You can't capture back, the queen is defending. Queen to g3 is a blunder. Yeah, because you lost the defense of this d4 pawn. That's why it's a blunder.
So he repeated moves for a minute.
Ah, your repeated moves, okay. But then
Then he realized he could win a pawn.
There you know, they can, okay, let's see. Takes. Okay, knight here. Okay, probably queen takes and attack the bishop.
That was the plan.
Yeah. Yeah, there was this move, knight takes d5, and
I
then
missed this again. I missed this one completely.
You went for this
Yes.
plan of
Yes.
taking advantage of the piece.
And I missed this again. I missed this twice.
Ah, yeah, you could have taken the knight one more time. Yeah.
Yes.
They can't take.
So annoying.
Now they are going for this f3. Yeah, you did that. Very good. Knight here is a mistake because they had something better.
Show me.
Which is knight to c4. They attack this pawn. If you defend with the rook, it's a fork.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you push the pawn, they win this one.
Oh, that's.
And if you attack, they have a way to escape with the knight.
I played so badly.
No, but it's them who missed it there.
But I let him. You know, if he did 100 points higher, he would have seen every one of those moves.
So
That's...
yeah, you know, when you push your pawns, when you advance your pawns forward, they usually get difficult to defend. It's usually difficult to defend them when you push the pawns forward.
I felt bad about this, yes.
Yeah, because here you can't defend the h4 pawn. Okay, yeah, actually the knight was trapped. Yeah. That's why you pushed the pawn.
That's why I pushed all the pawns. I was trying to trap him.
And that's a blunder because the way they should proceed here is to push e5.
You know what? I actually saw that. I thought that's the only. But I'd moved a couple of pawns to get this position. I'd f4 was to trap his knight, and then b4 was to trap his knight. And I figured if he hasn't seen it by this point, he's probably not going to see. He's probably not going to see e5, which he didn't.
Okay, here it's swinging for the white pieces. Nice, nice. You could have pushed basically immediately and then play rook here because there is no way they can defend.
Oh yeah,
it's another possibility to open.
Yeah, that's better.
Another way.
Better. I'll try to remember that.
The a5.
Yeah, that's better. Smarter move.
Yeah, knight here, and this is with the rook. Oh, actually, it's a blunder because there is knight to c2.
I know. I missed that too. I was so annoyed. As soon as I took the piece, I realized I could have had it. I know I shouldn't have lost this game, but I was so annoyed with myself. Or I should have won this game from here.
Yeah, I mean, you won this game, right?
I did, but not properly.
Not the way you wanted. Yeah.
I mean, they all count, but
but here it's equal according to the engine, because after knight check they can defend the. You kept giving checks. Yeah, it's always good to never resign, and they blunder. That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
Knight to c7, and then you can win the rook.
I knew once we'd got to that last pawn, I knew that there was no way I could win the game properly. So I would have to keep my knight on and eventually fork his king and his rook. And that was the only way I could do it. So I just thought I'll give. If he had done that right, I was going to offer him a draw at that point, because I thought obviously, you know, if he was paying attention, he can avoid that problem. But he didn't.
I mean, overall, nice game. Overall, there were some really good moves actually.
It's not. It's a long way from what I want now.
Okay, so 73 accuracy is not that bad. It's
Oh, what
good.
does it say that? I never use I never use light chess on my computer, so I never know.
It's a new feature on Lichess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It was. I mean, for a long time on chess.com, but they newly introduced this. I think 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago.
It's not as good as Hans Niemann, but it's not bad.
Yeah. You know, I played actually some games where I had 91 accuracy, 92 accuracy very recently.
Oh, that's always nice.
But they usually don't ban you if you play very well, because a human can reach this accuracy
Yeah.
once once in 10 games or something, but not every game. Bishop to e3. Why this is a blunder? Because you could have played knight here, and the idea is to play knight to b6 and make a fork. So knight to the center is always a good move.
I had thought about that, but I thought I could just be. I didn't think it had any future because the pawn would just be pushed and shake it off.
Yeah, but then the knight can go to b6.
Of course, because it's protected. And but then what happens? Then the rook just goes over to d8.
To d8. Okay, if you play this, yeah, you can then take the bishop.
Yeah, but like it's not like definitive. It's not a winning move, is it? It's bishop and knight. It's not. There's not much difference, especially an active knight and a passive bishop.
This bishop is not passive. This
No?
is the passive bishop.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I
Because
can't think of both of them are, but
this bishop, what it can do, it can go, for example,
no,
to
fair enough.
g4.
Yeah, true.
So if this knight to b6, rook here, knight takes, rook takes, and then queen to e2, for example. If e5, bishop back to c3, and then you can play rook to d1. Yeah.
And now he has a passive bishop.
Now they have a passive bishop, of course, and yeah, it's going to be here. It's winning for the white pieces. It's winning. You're ahead in development. Your pieces are active. Yeah, they have a backwards pawn. So let's see what happened in the game. We have this queen to d5. It's a small inaccuracy. This knight to b6 check. Bishop here would have been better, because if they move the rook here, then I guess you can play knight. Yeah, so I think bishop is better, because they cannot. I mean, you're going to attack the rook, and at the same time, they cannot really chase the bishop from b6. That's the idea behind bishop to b6. You took the bishop first, very good, and then, yeah, this is nice. Takes here. Knight takes, you have to move the king. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, anyway, it's good. Perfect. And then you follow the exchange. Nice, is very nice. He's well played. And he played with the 88 accuracy in this game.
Oh, that's good.
88%. Yes, it's very good actually. Yeah, this game is nice. This game is a very good game.
That was a blunder.
Yeah. So first, I think you get the rook here, then you keep pushing the pawn. That's
Yeah, I had an idea with this because now I can come across.
No, then you can, yeah. But if they took, what if they took here?
Yeah. Well, actually, to be honest, I had thought about it, and I thought that I would probably just sacrifice the rook because I was pretty confident I could win.
Yeah, you can promote the pawn. Yeah, that's actually correct. Okay, nice game. Let's have a look at another game.
I'll find one of my many losses.
All right. Let's see this Blitz game here.
Oh yeah, I think this was brutal.
I don't know why I choose this, but I am pretty sure you have played well here.
I think this one came down to a pawn endgame, which was just much better.
Yeah, this is a blunder because you allowed them to capture. They didn't. Now you can push.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, so e5 takes, knight takes, bishop takes, and the bishop is centralized. If they take here, you simply bring the bishop back, and they have a bad pawn structure.
Yeah.
Actually, you can also capture here if you want, but I guess bringing the bishop, prioritizing the defense would be better at this point. So they took eventually,
of course,
and that's also a blunder because they can play knight h7. Yeah, normally you should not allow them. Okay, this was a blitz game, so it's understandable. I mean, usually in blitz games we don't play very accurately, but here you could have simply played rook to f7.
Yeah,
immediately. Yeah,
I did that eventually.
Yeah, you did it eventually. Yeah, it's the same. I mean, the white pieces have a bad pawn structure, double pawns, isolated pawn.
Yes,
It's kind of a compensation for not having a rook here. Somehow fine. Okay, bishop here.
Please tell me I did that.
You did.
Yes.
Oh, but they have this idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have this sacrifice, and then they take, and then if king here, they can simply play bishop.
Exactly.
Here.
This was just good. Yeah, he just outplayed me.
No worries. Okay, let's move to something different. We can actually, I mean, which do you have a specific game?
No, not at all. I mean, I suppose you learn more from your losses, don't you? So pick something awful I did and just
Probably
have
this.
at it.
Yeah. So e4, c5, this is Sicilian defense. Okay, let's see. This line is nice. d4, queen takes, knight c3, bishop g5.
Oh yeah, I blundered this game. Yeah, I know this one. Yeah.
That's not a very good. That's not a very good move.
No, I blundered this game terribly.
It's usually never good to capture. I mean, this we usually exchange the bishop for the knight if there is a purpose behind that.
Yeah.
If let's say our bishop is bad, the knight is good, or if we want to double their pawns, or if we know that the knight is going to be activated soon and be a threat, then we simply take. So that is the idea. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, now this is gone.
Yeah. And it gets even worse.
Yeah, there is a mate here.
Yeah, this is just such a basic, stupid game.
No, I think it's the opening. The mistake, or let's say the issue here in this game was definitely the opening because of this bishop to g5 and you took. I mean, normally it should not be played. This takes. Look, it's from 0. It went from 0 minus 0.1 to minus 1.5 in one move, as you can see. So it's usually not good to take this knight here. We keep the bishop, and the bishop acts as a piece that puts pressure over this push here, because once the pawn is pushed, the knight is pinned, and the bishop basically just puts pressure over the knight once the pawn is going to be pushed. So that's the idea behind the bishop to g5.
Right.
Okay, Neil, let's play a game.
Okay.
Right. Okay, let's play a game.
You want to send me a challenge?
Yes, I will send you a challenge as a link in the chat of Zoom.
Oh, thank you very much. I always forget that. I'm on my way. Okay.
right?
Okay, I'm just having to think about what I want to do. I usually
course.
either do the Sicilian or I do a king's pawn opening, but people keep telling me I should do something more sound. You know what? I'll do what I know.
Yes, we do what we know. That's the right way. I mean, you can play the Sicilian. You can play e5. I think it's good. I play.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to do the fried liver.
Fried liver. No, no, that's very disrespectful. No,
Yeah.
I will never do that.
That's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. Now, can I push safely here? Just go straight up. You've only got
Mhm.
2 defenders, and I've got 2 defenders. So why don't I just push and just open the whole game up? Is that wrong?
Not, yeah, I guess it's bad to push d5 here. D5 takes, knight takes, bishop takes. No, I mean queen takes, and then I castle. You take on c3. I take back with the pawn. I guess it's yeah, just that is fine. Normally just d6.
Okay. So sometimes I've been in this position obviously a million times, and sometimes I think that what I like to do is I like to put the bishop on e6
Mm-hmm.
and get an exchange, which gives me, you know, I know it gives me an odd pawn structure, but it means that it's stronger in the center
Mm-hmm.
for the future, and it allows me when I castle to immediately attack the king. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's normally that's the idea in this type of line. Yeah, in the Italian we get the bishop to e6.
Okay, so you want to open up the A file for yourself?
Mm-hmm. I usually don't take there because I don't want you to open the file.
So what's for me to not want to take the knight now and damage your pawn?
Well, there is no reason. There is no reason to take behind taking the knight on c3. I guess it's not really the right time. I think castling here is the best move.
Oh, I was thinking knight to d4.
Knight to d4. Okay, knight takes pawn. Yeah, knight to d4 is also fine. But what if I castle? You take the knight on f3. I take back with the queen.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't really do anything, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally.
Of course.
Can I take back that?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So then castle. And now I have to do something, which is not a very good
Connecting
answer.
the rooks.
Connecting, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's good. You know, I wanted to tell you to play h6 to prevent bishop to g5. h6 is basically a prophylactic move.
Yeah, yeah. What about? Okay, so the rare times I like to attack, I tend to do it in this position. So with some success, but usually not very much. So I would take bishop takes pawn, then queen takes pawn, then I would shift the king to the h8,
Mm-hmm.
waiting and hoping that you will take. If you do,
Mm-hmm.
obviously I take back with the pawn, then I open up the file.
And then you open the g file. Okay.
Does that seem like a terrible plan?
Sounds like a fine plan, actually.
If it works, it won't though. So you know what? I have to do something, and I think let me see. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna come here temporarily, inviting you to ruin your pawns. No, it doesn't work. You
It
went a
doesn't work.
pawn.
Yeah.
Damn, I am lousy at this game. Oh, that's a frustrating thing. Okay, I feel that attacking your queen is probably the worst thing I could possibly do. So G6 is a terrible move
Mm-hmm.
because you're just going to come back to H4 and then you're going to go bishop F6.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically win the game in about 4 moves.
h6 is good.
Yeah, so what if I was to attack the bishop instead?
I was going to tell you that f6 is also a good move.
Okay, good. And now. Cool. And there's a straight pawn down, which kind of sucks. Uh-oh, things are not looking good for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling squashed.
Not really. Not really. This is somehow fine.
How did you get your username?
I honestly have no idea. It was a random username. It's somehow inspired from this YouTuber King's Crusher. Have you heard of him?
Eh?
King's Crusher. He's an English YouTuber.
All right. Oh, you were stopping me from going C5, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's low down dirty. I take no. Yes, no. I'll take no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to take now. I have to take that knight because I've just put him here in a terrible position.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think
Just to
capturing.
And now I can go up,
Mm-hmm.
which is better. Okay.
Now the advantage that the white pieces have here is that they have the more space in the position. Their pawns are advanced. The D, the E, and the F pawns are somehow advanced, controlling the center, restricting the knight's movement.
And my knight is going for a walk. Exactly. Why wouldn't you do that? So what if? No, that's a terrible move. That's a bad move. So I'm going to have to leave and come across here. No. No. You know what? Bring the knight. Bring the knight for a walk. Oh boy.
I'm just dominating the knight.
This is horrific.
And notice how I'm not putting the pawns on the dark square to not limit the mobility of my dark
Yeah,
square.
I appreciate that.
Mm.
Okay, so I still can't do that bloody move. Okay. Right, everybody's okay. This is just a death. I bet you this is -4 or +4.
Plus, yeah, probably. I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and I literally have no choice here. You know, actually, you know what? This might be a better move. Oh, that's not a good move. That's a bad move by any standard. I'm back home here. Now I'm going to get mated. Yeah, for sure. Damn, I didn't see that. Oh, right.
Let's analyze and see what happened.
Yeah, fix me. Hang on, let's go back to. Hey Dan, what's up?
Hey.
Not too good, but I'm trying.
So we have e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, knight to c3, bishop b4. All right. Bishop b4 is not really the best choice here. One of the moves, by the way, that are played in this position are knight takes e4, knight takes e4, pawn to d5, and that's a 4. So this is played if you want to try this.
I always forget that move. I literally
Yeah.
I've seen it a bunch of times, but it always escapes me to remember it.
Bishop c5 is good. Bishop c5 and bishop b4 and knight takes are the moves that are played here.
Yeah.
So h3. I always like to play this h3 move to prevent the bishop from pinning the knight to the queen. Okay, that was a mistake. That was the first mistake that happened in the game.
Yeah, I saw that.
It allows knight take.
There's a second mistake.
F4 is an inaccuracy. Why? Because the best move was knight to d5. But knight to d5, what it does is that it attacks the bishop on b4. And if the bishop goes back, then you can push f4. And that's the idea there. Okay. c4 is a blunder. Why? Because I had something better. Oh, because if I play c4, I allow you to play f5. Yeah, that's the idea here. If I play c4, you can play f5, and then you can open up the 5 for the rook. So you get somehow some compensation.
Okay.
That's an inaccuracy because the best move was to simply push. So I'm noticing this in your games, Neil. Sometimes instead of pushing, you tend to get the rook first, then you want to push. But this somehow wastes a move, you know? It somehow makes you lose a little bit of time because when you play rook here, you give me time to defend.
Yeah.
Right? So I can play bishop to d2. If you push here, I take this pawn. Right? So it somehow gives me time or loses tempo. This move, rook to b8, somehow loses tempo. Into h8. Yeah, and at this point, it was
lost.
Yeah, at this point it's winning because after rook here, I'm threatening this pawn. If you play rook to
yeah, which surely
f8, I would probably capture here. Yeah. And then if knight takes, I win the rook. If rook takes, I take here with a check. If rook to g7, I can play bishop or rook. Both of them are possible.
And then what can I do? Anything? Well, I can add protection by moving the knight from that there.
I guess here the black pieces can play something like.
Honestly, it has to be rook across. It's still the best move.
It has to be, yeah. It has to be this move. It has to be this.
Everything else is made.
Yeah. There is queen here, but there is check, rook here, bishop h6.
If you just take with the queen, it's still mate.
Yeah, if I take with the queen, but here is the black turn. So if you play this, I take, you take. Yeah, you can't actually take because of the rook. But okay. So this happened, and then I took, and then yeah, this is mate in one. So the main mistakes that happened in this game. First of all, the first blunder was this one. You shouldn't have captured. Now it was time to capture this knight because I had the option of centralizing the knight. And once the knight is centralized, let's say I played knight here. The only square where you can bring the bishop is this one or this one. If the bishop goes here, I take, you take, and then I play c3. This somehow is good for the white pieces. They have a knight in the center, as you can see, that can't be chased easily, right? So it's when the knight can actually be used in order, like it's when the knight can be centralized, or where it can be effective. It's then when we have to exchange it, or in the case also when we have to damage the pawn structure. Yeah, and this was a blunder because as we said, f5 was a move here to open up the f file.
Yeah. Those are obviously some things that I'm not thinking about properly yet.
It's okay. No, you did a good job. I mean, you played well, besides some mistake. But you did. I mean, you played with you did a good job. I mean, in this game it was actually fine. Beside the last part, here, and I guess, yeah, because here you had, if you took, or if you bring the king here, takes, then you can play rook here. No, if I move the king, you can then play rook here. So it will be you the first one to get the rook in the g file. And then if I play queen here, you have queen here. Right? So there are ways to defend.
Yeah.
And the move was to move the king to h8. That was, yeah, king to f7 definitely wasn't the best. Look, it went from 4.7 to 7.9. That's a lot, right? That's a lot.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Neil, what do you suggest us to do? Do you want us to do some puzzles? We can have a look at some puzzles.
Let's do a few puzzles.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn off the recording and we can finish off.
Okay. Checkmate in 3?
Checkmate in 3.
Yes.
Okay. Check. Move. Queen. Okay, so I'll do it. I'll try to do it all, and then hopefully it's right before we do
Yes,
it.
tell me. Yes.
Because you're supposed to do that, aren't you? So I think it's queen takes pawn, king to f8 or f1, queen h1 check, knight takes, rook takes knight. Is that mate? I think so.
Yeah. Your first move is rook shakes knight, right?
No, my first move is queen takes pawn,
Queen takes pawn, king moves to f1.
then check with the queen.
No, the knight takes, and then you take with the rook. Yeah. That's actually a very good. Yeah, that's the solution. And then this. Good job. Very good. What about here?
I've actually been practicing mate in threes recently, so
Nice. That's really nice. I saw also that you increased your rating, right?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to do classical only at the moment because we're about to enter a league at the local league around here.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get my long games, a little bit better. So I'm trying to concentrate on that. But so it's a very poor rating until recently. So, but I have a goal. I wanted to get to 2100, but I'm about 250 points shy. So okay.
In rapid, definitely, I think you can do that.
Oh, in classical, in rapid,
classical.
yeah, well, in light chess classical, which is only 1 hour games, for both players, 30 minutes. In rapid, I'm just a little bit over 2000 at the moment. So, okay, so I'm a little bit confused. So, I want to get it right from start. So rook check forces either interpose the rook and lose it, or it forces king to h6 because anything else is mate. Right? So then what do you do when he's on h6? You can't check him with a pawn because queen takes. Oh, hang on. Do you? I'm confused. This is annoying. Queen. Okay, so queen takes pawn. King takes queen. Pawn up. Yeah, that doesn't work. queen check. Oh, hang on.
Mhm.
Maybe. So queen D, queen E2 check. Forces H6. Then queen F1 check.
Mhm.
Forces G5. Then the pawn checkmates on H4.
Nice.
So queen G2.
Queen G2. Actually, it's Queen G2. No, we can't play Queen G2. I mean, it's the best move for the white pieces. We have to play Rook to C7, I guess. That's the move. Rook to C7, King to H6.
No, but then I don't have a proper check.
Yeah, but Queen E7. Queen E7,
Oh, am I
probably.
doing it in the wrong? Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I apologize. I'm got the
For
got
the
the,
black pieces, got it. Because yeah,
no,
it also looks like it's a checkmate. Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. I've got the order wrong on the board as well.
Ah,
I've got the board upside down in the numbers. So yeah,
mhm.
queen G2.
Queen G2. No,
I
we
think
can't
try it.
we can't play Queen G2 here.
Why?
Because G2 is here. We probably
What
Rook
am I
here.
doing wrong? What?
Rook check.
Hang on. Sorry, my eyes are getting old.
No
Okay.
worries.
So sorry. Sorry. This is my thought. My theory. Queen G7.
You mean Rook to C7?
No. Queen
Queen
G7.
here.
No.
F7.
Sorry.
Wait 1 second. Let me get the big. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, it's old eyes. Queen E7. Apologies.
Queen to E7. Yes.
Get it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Then queen check again. So queen F8.
Queen F8.
Then mate with a pawn.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
so editing that
No,
last
no,
bit.
I know. You knew the solution. The notation wasn't right.
I got all the numbers wrong. I'm so sorry.
It happens. It's also late at night here.
I am
So,
rubbish. I am rubbish at notation. I'm so
nah.
bad.
It's you know you can improve that.
Can you?
Yeah. Coordinates. This
Oh,
one.
okay.
This one will help you so much.
I am so bad at it. Do you know, there's nothing more embarrassing than sitting on a like a classical board in a tournament
And
and
looking at yeah.
it doesn't have like we have 6 top boards and they don't have the numbers on them.
Okay.
And you know, and the other person's just like casually putting it out and then writing down their shorthand. And I'm literally poking the board with my fingers, going A B C D E F G.
No, you should not do that. You should
I
not do
can't
that.
help it.
No, but you can practice. You can learn it. You can learn it.
I'm gonna have to because that's some shameful abilities.
No, not at all. B8. Where is B8? B8 is here.
Yes.
Right. Why I can so B8.
E2
Yeah,
in
this
front
is
of the queen.
so they flipped the board. So this is B8. Okay. D2 here. C1 here.
Or the
G5.
bishop. Oh, that is the bishop.
H1. E7. So you need to train this. This
I
can be
better
super
start doing
helpful.
this.
Yeah. You can also set like the unlimited time, and then you can do this as much. And then at some point, definitely you will get acquainted with the notation. And I think the notation, at your level right now, you should not be bad at notation. You should not. You should definitely not.
It's not good. It's not my best moment. Okay, so let's work out this mate. So is this a white? Is this a black to mate? Find the best mate for black.
Yeah.
Okay, so it needs to be a forced mate because white has. He doesn't actually have mate in one. He has just a bunch of annoying moves. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, so the first move has got to be C1, rook C1. And then the king is going to go on to F2 or E2, and then it's going to be rook takes pawn, check again, and then he can't go. Where can he go? It doesn't feel like there's going to be a 3-move mate there. It just feels like it's obviously winning.
No, you're right. And if they went here, It's the same thing.
Oh, I didn't.
You know, it's the mate because of these pawns. Look
I
how
am.
they are positioned.
I am
Yeah.
such a lazy thinker.
No worries. Okay, let's see this one.
All right. So this is probably some kind of awesome queen sacrifice. All right. Oh, this is something good here.
Mm-hmm.
So, rook, and okay. So my first thought is rook check, king to e2, queen takes, king to d1, and then, well, you could definitely win this game from this position. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, and then you take the rook. Okay, so rook to g1.
Rook to g1. King goes up.
Queen takes pawn.
Queen takes pawn, yeah. King goes here.
Yeah.
And then mate. Perfect.
Yeah.
You know, this is tempting also. But this is the best move, as you said. All right. Very nice. Okay. Best move here for the black pieces.
Okay. So okay, so there's three checks. Takes, queen takes. Oh, this is cool. I think this works. So I think I should know better than thinking, but it's rook takes pawn.
Okay. Yes.
Then queen f2. And then wherever the king goes, it's mate.
Nice. Okay, nice trick.
Thanks.
Let's make them a little bit difficult.
Oh Christ. Okay, this is the last one, then I'll turn off this lesson. Anyone who watches this for chess club can see my struggles with notation.
Oh, you're going to show it to the chess club. Okay.
Yeah, why not? They can all watch me fumble
Yeah,
around.
of course. Yeah.
Okay, is this not a mate in two?
It's I think it's mate in it's mate in 3.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Because he doesn't. I was just thinking about sliding the rook over to h4, but queen takes it, so you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so check, interpose, check. Oh yeah. Okay, there's something cool here. So queen h6 check.
Queen h6 check. And then rook to g4.
Rook to g4.
Yeah.
And then when he moves, then you're not going to go there. You're going to go g6.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. These are so easy for you. Let's do the most difficult ones.
Okay, before I screw these all up, I'll turn off the recording, and that'll be good. Everyone will think Neil's really good at chess at this point. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll continue on.